Happy Monday! We have Benelli and Oakley's Ultra Bernedoodle puppies. And these 3 babies are 10 weeks old now and still looking for their forever family. Their litter mates have gone home. And so these puppies will be with us until they find their families. All 3 of these puppies are boys, and they're Merle pattern Bernedoodles. You can email us at ocoeeriverdoodles@gmail.com and we'll schedule a phone call to talk to you more about these puppies if you're interested in one of these babies. So they're ready to go home now, and we are in southeast Tennessee between Chattanooga and Knoxville in a town called Ocoee. It's a very small town. We expect these puppies to have wavy coats with big curls or big waves, be low to non-shedding. We call them Ultra Bernedoodles. This is Canary right here. We call them Ultra Bernedoodles because they've got a little more Bernese than they do Poodle. They're about 55% Bernese and 45% Poodle, and that's going to vary some from puppy to puppy. Canary's got a little bit of blue in his left eye. Trying to look at it on the camera and think of it from the puppy's perspective. It's got that silvery gray coat with lots of big black patches in it, the tan markings, like the Bernese Mountain Dog, and then the white marking up his face is called a blaze, so he's got that on his face and chest. Got Purple Martin right here. Purple Martin's the smallest of the 3 boys that we have available. He also has the clearest markings, so his brown markings are the darkest and his white markings are the most typical of the Bernese Mountain Dog or the Bernedoodle pattern. He's got a little bit of white on his feet, on his chest, and then his blaze on his face is really big and wide. He's got the Merle coat as well. The base color of the gray is a little darker, and he doesn't have as many black patches as the other 2. And then we have Cardinal. And Cardinal has the silvery gray coat with lots of spots, maybe not quite as many as Canary. And Cardinal has one eye that is completely blue, and then his other eye is part blue. Got that white tip on his toes, and then a blaze on his face as well. Their mom's name is Benelli. She is a Bernedoodle, and she's about 70 pounds. And Dad's name is Oakley. He's a Bernedoodle, and he's about 40 pounds. So most of the puppies in a litter are going to be between Mom and Dad's size. We'd expect Purple Martin to maybe be a little smaller than Cardinal and Canary. So sometimes people ask us if these puppies are F2s. They are not F2s because that would be an F1 parent matched to an F1 parent. And there's some genetics in play that if we did that, some of the puppies wouldn't have coats like we are looking for. So their dad is a multi-generational, and Mom is too. If you're interested in the genetics behind it, we're happy to talk more about that on a phone call. It can get a little bit complicated, but it's very fascinating. We love learning more about the genetics and what the DNA companies are able to find out. And it's just really neat. So these are very sweet puppies. They're doing fantastic with their potty training. They have a doggy door and they'll go outside to go potty, as long as they have access to the doggy door. So they are 10 weeks old. Being a little older, they can go a little longer between potty breaks and more likely to be able to sleep through the night without needing a break. And they're just picking up on things really quickly. Bernedoodles generally like to be with the family, and as puppies, these puppies have a lot of energy to play, and then after a few minutes they're ready to rest and cuddle and take a nap. Bernedoodles usually do fantastic for homes that like to get out and go on walks, like to do playing, but then also spend some time at home. Maybe watching TV on the couch or reading or just having some downtime as well. It's Purple Martin. It's got this pine cone that he's chewing on. That's Cardinal. And we've got Canary. Puppies love being outside in the big yard with the leaves and the pine cones and the sticks. Especially right now when the weather's a little bit cooler. So there were 10 puppies in this litter. And we're down to the 3 puppies that are looking for their homes. And these are the last standard Bernie Doodles that we're going to have ready to go home for at least 4 months. We don't have another mom who is expecting puppies right now. This is Purple Martin. You see the blue in his eye. Puppy, puppy! Cardinal, or Canary and Cardinal. We got a little far away, so we're using their puppy call. Every time we feed the puppy, we do the puppy call. And so that just helps them start on working on a recall. A lot of our families continue this once they take them home, and some of them will change the word and start using their name instead. That'll be all for this movie Monday for our Bernie Doodle babies. If you're interested in one of these puppies, then send us a message and let us know, and we'd love to talk to you about them. And then if they're still with us next week, then we'll have another movie Monday next week for them. So check back in either with these guys or some of our younger pups at Ocoee River Doodles. Puppy, puppy, puppy!